episode 8 of the Wool Gathering podcast. It is Sunday, January the 31st, and we are live on location at Cricket Cove, one of our local yarn stores.
In Fredericton, New Brunswick.
That's right. So hi friends, hi Woolies, hi to new and returning viewers. Thank you all so much for being here for the first time or coming back and joining us once again.
My name is Meredith.
Oh yeah. And I'm Natasha.
And together we make up the Wool Gathering podcast.
Collective.
Yes. On Instagram and Ravelry, my name is Mero Shop.
And I am Natasha Knits on Instagram and Natasha LeBlanc on Ravelry. And you can find the Wool Gathering podcast group if you search just that on Ravelry. So please come and join us. We have a thread called Welcome Say Hello. So introduce yourself and chit chat with us because we love to do that. It's really fun to meet everyone.
Love making friends. I'm going to tell everyone before I forget what I'm wearing today.
Oh yeah, do that.
So this is the Color Affection shawl by Vera Valmecki. A friend of mine knit it at the same time, and she's a punster, and so she started calling it the Color Affliction shawl because it was never-ending garter stitch.
Never-ending garter stitch.
So the yarn, the light pink, like here, is Fleece Artist Kedazzle, and then the creme brulee, which is like the medium brown, which it's like striped here with the light, is Yummy Yarn Studio 80/20 Superwash Sock, and then the dark brown here is Manlintosh Sock in Fig. And I'll take it off later and show you, but I just got it to look good, so I'm not taking it off.
And also, I have a very organized Ravelry project page. Not my stash is not to date. I don't have time for that. But my project page is amazing. And I just said to Meredith when she said, because I don't know, I didn't look at it closely enough to realize it was the Color Affection. And then I'm like, that is still a whip in your project page, Meredith. It's from 2013, you guys. So She just updated that. It's finished right now. It makes me feel a lot better.
I've only worn it. This is the second time I've worn it. It's too big. It's really big. And the first time was when I was with TJ out in the field somewhere for an afternoon. It was like Friends and Family Day. And it was freaking freezing. And the wind was blowing across the terrain. And I had it wrapped up around my head, which was great. Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing the Luxe cowl. So it's just a super simple 4x4 rib. And I think it's just in Bernat roving from Michaels. I knit like a million of them last year. So it's the Luxe cowl by Margot Huffnagel, I think is her last name. And then I am wearing the cardigan that I knit for my mom for Christmas. This is mine. So it's the Atelier cardigan by Heidi Kiermaier. So it has the pockets, and it's just an open cardigan, the garter at the back.
Is that the one you knit for your mom first? You knit this for her, but it was too small?
No, this is the replacement sweater. So hers was in... The first one I knit her was the Farmhouse.
Oh, right.
Cardigan or Farmstead. Oh, sorry. We're not supposed to shake the table today.
No.
Natasha, I knew it was going to be me that was going to do it.
Give me time.
And this is knit in Pear Tree. Super soft.
It's really nice.
Purchased at Cricket Cove actually like years ago, and I finally knit this up. I don't know when. It's really cozy, and it's freezing cold today. So it's
like
not,
+1.
I know, but okay, I'm freezing cold today.
Well, drink your tea.
I am. So that was a little bit of a ramble.
No, it's okay.
We wanted to say some special thank yous this week as well. I personally would like to thank Shauna from Adelaide Cottage. She has both an Etsy store and a podcast. Sweetest person. Her story.
Lovely.
7 minutes into her first episode, I was tears in my eyes, and just such a strong woman. And she's been through a lot, and she's so positive. And I just think it's wonderful that she's knitting has become her. It got her through a lot, and now she has so much that has come from her experience. anyways, watch her podcast. It's awesome. She's super sweet. And
yeah, you texted me and you're like, you might cry.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
So she gave us a shout out, and she's lovely. So thank you, Shauna. And I also wanted to, I guess I don't need to say her name, but she's kind of local, I guess, Nova Scotia to me. And we've been Instagram friends for quite a while, but she just joined the Ravelry group, and she's been on Ravelry for a long time, but had only used it, like most of us do, I think, when we start to use Ravelry, just for free patterns. You don't update your project page or anything, but she joined the group, and she's going to do the Heidi's by Hand knit along with us. And she sent me a PM on Ravelry that was just the sweetest message and totally made my day. And, just saying how we mentioned in our first episode that if anything, we just wish to inspire you with this podcast. And essentially she was saying that that's what we had done for her. So that made me really happy. And so hi, you.
Hi.
And thank you for the message. So I showed it to Meredith this morning, so she read it as well.
I read it, and I had seen you posting on the forums, so I was like, hey, this person is posting. That's awesome. And I liked your photo, too. So I wanted to say thank you and hi to our gal pals from the O-Loops team, Fiber by Design podcast, Sarah and Lydia.
Hey guys.
We're big. I'm not going to mention you guys every week, even though it seems like I
probably could, yeah.
I know, because we all talk about each other.
You guys, it's going to be like the O-Loops episode, I think, this week.
There's quite a few things. It's true. So, hi, guys. And then I also wanted to say thank you to Julie from Diary of a Yarn Snob podcast, because she gave us a little mention on her latest episode, and she lives in the South, and it's really warm there. And actually, it's funny, I was watching... the O-Loops girls yesterday, and in their latest episode, they're like, oh, it's getting, spring is on its way.
Springtime.
People are going to be wearing their, toeless socks and flip-flops, and I'm thinking,
we're just getting into it.
I know, I just got my winter tires on yesterday. So,
delayed. Really? I still think that's a little late.
It is.
We still have at least 17 snowstorms to get through. Like, February and March are
winter.
That's winter.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So,
yeah. We got nothing so far.
No. So, anyway, Julie lives in the South, and it looked really warm there. And I also wanted to say thanks to anybody in the, there's a Facebook group that I found very randomly. It's called Knit and Chat. And I know that there's several people in our group who have come to us from there. So welcome. It's an experience. There's so many different types of knitters in that group. And it can be a challenge some days and very inspirational other days. So, yeah. And then there's been so many cool people on Instagram that I've met this week, because I just, I realized there was an update for Instagram and you can get messages now. So I had 6 DMs in my...
I think everyone who's on Instagram has, because it just happened. I mean, it's not like anyone told us, oh, P.S., there's going to be, you can message on Instagram now. So I think I had, one of the test knits that I did for Emily, she had messaged me. I was super late in responding to her, but it's not somewhere that I ever looked on the screen.
No.
So now and you have to be in the feed section to see it, not, which I think is kind of weird. Why isn't it in our own profile?
It should be.
Anyway.
It's not.
It's cool, though, that we get to chit-chat on just
I
another
love
spot.
It. Oh, I love it. I
talk.
sent Molly a message this morning. I should actually check and see if she got back to us. Probably not, because she, has 2 little kids and she's out living her life.
Busy.
Yeah.
So that's welcome, and thank you so much to all of the people we need to thank, and also just I always thank a lot, but thanks in general to all of you. This is so much fun. We say it every time, but
yay, friends.
And thanks to Meredith, because
thanks to Natasha.
We get to you guys don't know how much fun this is for us. We don't see each other unless we're doing this. So, when my alarm clock goes off at 6 a.m. because it's my day to drive to Fredericton to do the podcast, I am wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to go.
This morning, TJ was like, are you getting up? It's not even light out. And I'm like, yeah.
Got stuff to do.
I got to get ready. I'm going to Fredericton to meet Natasha, and we're going to podcast.
It's
a
a whole day
super fun.
planned.
Yes,
and it's not even like we have the whole day and it's not enough time.
We have to like actually plan like a separate
Mm-hmm.
get together day to talk about all the cool stuff we're gonna do for you guys.
So anyways, that's the end of this segment. See you guys in a millisecond.
Today I get to talk to you about my finished objects first, and for once I actually have some to show. I feel like I'm just I know myself, and I know that I'm really good at starting things, and I'm not so good at finishing them. The thrill has gone. I need to learn from you.
Well, I just get so excited.
Sometimes I do, but then I'm like, squirrel, oh, what's this? I should make this. And I have to remind myself that I already have things I need to make. So, actually, I want to tell you what I'm drinking first. I'm drinking this, which was a lovely little present from Natasha this morning for my birthday. Tea of Life, black tea lemon. And it's very...
Is it good? Can I smell it?
Yes. It's very yummy.
Oh.
It's just, you don't need anything in it. It
smells so good.
It's packaged in Sri Lanka.
I was expecting like more of a like zingy lemon.
No.
It's just like very almost floral.
It's kind of sweet. I like it.
I'm drinking, Meredith had this last time because it's from my swap with Dana, Black Forest Black Tea Stash. It's really good. I was expecting more of like an orange pico taste, but...
Next time I'll drink this one.
Oh, sorry, I did it again.
Actually, this is one I was going to drink this morning, but
what did
you put this in for me.
No,
I got it out. You just poured the water. Never mind. Okay, so finished
Anyway.
objects. I finished. I'm going to call them finished. I know I'd like to qualify things.
They're
but
finished.
I just have to weave in a couple ends on my Nordic.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I will insist.
They're really nice.
These are my Nordic socks. And you can hold that one.
Yeah.
I'll hold the one with the end weave in.
Yeah, don't give me that one. I'll get stressed.
You go start weaving in the ends. All right, so this is Arnie and Carlos, Regia Arnie and Carlos yarn in the Summer Night colorway. And then the heels are Spud and Chloe sock yarn. I really didn't love the Spud and Chloe. I found it really splitty, and I took a cue from Natasha, and I did a twisted rib for my bind, huh?
Yeah, she texted me yesterday. It's just, twisted rib is just knit through the back loop, right? And I read it, and I responded. But you know when you don't hit send, because you're like
busy
out and about, so last night I was like, oops, but I mean, she knows.
I figured it out.
I felt bad, though.
Now, at one time in that knitting chat group, you had sent a link to me about how to weave in.
Oh, yeah?
So, like, when
Did you try it?
No, I couldn't find it.
Oh.
When you finish, right? So, like, here is where...
in the round.
I started, and then I did all the way around, and then here's where I finished. Here's where I finished. And there's like a little gap. So I tried to, when I did weave in those ends, I tried to fix it in such a way that you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
But that link would have been good to have.
And I mean, obviously the finishing looks amazing, but it did look really finicky.
I know.
But, for that, you just do it. And it's one of those things, I'm sure once you do it, you get good at it, and then you know it, and it's just... Oh, the end is actually hanging out. Oh, stop. I thought it was inside.
No. The pattern is loosely based on a toe-up afterthought heel free pattern by Loop in London, and it's written by Juju Vale. I especially like her instructions for the heel. So I picked up a couple stitches each on both sides, and then instead of decreasing them right away, I knit 4 rounds even, and then started my decreasing for the heel because I like my socks tight, but I found that they were too tight here, and they were like pulling.
Can I see?
Yes. So
I thought to try that pattern.
Try it. I really like it, and also that's the pattern where I gleaned the information about where to either insert your waist yarn or cut.
So yeah, I should look at it for that reason as well.
Yes.
I just wing it most times and it's worked out.
That happened to me once, remember?
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right, so those are my socks. And then, I have to check them off. Then I have, I I was listening to the Mandarins podcast with Melody last maybe Wednesday, and she had a girl on it who had done a test knit for one of her latest projects, and I went to go look at her. Stop peeking.
I haven't seen it.
I went to go look at her project page and her website, and her name's Dawn, and her Instagram and Ravelry is Lady by the Bay.
Oh, I
think
like
it's Lady
that.
by the Bay.
Makes me
Lady
think
by
of
the Bay.
St. Andrews.
It's beautiful. And so she had a seed stitch hat, and I wanted to do something really quick. So
she's like hardcore hiding it. It's in the bag, and her hands are on top of it.
So the yarn is Mineville Wool Project, and it's their bulky. So it's called November Sky. So I won skein to do this hat, and I also have a pom-pom I might use.
Oh, I love it. Totally gonna make it.
And I knit it on 8mm circulars, which, okay, so I have this set of Addie Clicks, and this is the shortest cable. Addie Clicks does not have like a 12 or 16 inch, only 24.
But,
I don't like it.
Do they sell one separately?
No, they don't even, they only produce 3 cable lengths, and I just.
Because, like, my Knitter's Pride Symphonies, are they called? The wooden ones, the different colors. It doesn't come with the shortest one, but you can buy the 12 inch.
No, you can
and everyone always says, there isn't a small one. I'm like, yeah, there is. It's 12 inch, and it's awkward, but it's the best.
For a hat, it was really.
Excuse me, I'm wondering what this is.
I was drying it, and
Finished objects, my patootie.
I think it's woven in.
All right.
It just needs to be snipped.
It gets worse.
It's finished. I can wear it.
My hair was. Can you put it on?
Do it.
Is it okay?
No, I'm fine.
Hair?
Okay, the only thing, so it's a free pattern. It's lovely. It's on her website. It's just seed stitch hat.
I'm gonna knit it. There's a red in this colorway, like a beautiful deep. I should grab it.
You should. The only thing I would recommend, and you can listen while I'm saying this, is at the top, her instructions for decreasing are really easy. But it's purl 3 together, and it left like big chunks of spaces when you're doing that. Yeah. Anyhow,
but it's slouchy out there, so it's not.
I know, but
I love it. Look at that pom pom's so cute too.
So I could do this one.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a really good color.
TJ thought it was really big.
But this is so much fun too.
I know. Let's do this one.
Maybe depending on the day.
No,
I like that.
It competes with the seed stitch.
Yeah. This is the red. You guys. Sorry.
What's going on there?
Look at that. Gorgeous. Like, just perfect Valentine's Day hat. Right?
Now I want to knit another one.
Probably should. We can wear matching hats.
And text each other pictures. All right, well, we'll put that on the plan. And then I should just send you all my FOs and you can weave in the ends for me.
I would do that because I would feel better.
I know. Now, this hat, it took forever to dry. I put it in front of the fireplace and it still took 2 days.
It's thick. That's a pretty color, too.
Isn't it? It's called November Sky by Mineville Wool Project.
Do you enjoy doing seed stitch?
In that, yeah, fine.
I guess it's just bulky.
But if I knit it again, it's not going to be on a 24-inch needle. It's going to be on a 12-inch or I don't know what.
What size needles?
Well, okay, the pattern calls to start with 8mm and then go up.
Okay.
I'm a loose knitter. I
I wouldn't either, probably. Okay, cool.
So yay, that's finished objects for Meredith.
Nice, Meredith.
Thank you.
Leaving those ends.
So yeah, I know. And that's it.
Okay.
Yay. I'm just so thrilled.
Good job. Yeah, no, seriously.
And last night, we were watching Indiana Jones and the one with the Holy Grail. I don't know which one that is. They all kind of run together for me. And I'm just like, and then TJ he'll fall asleep on the couch and then he'll wake up. Meryl Shop, what are you doing? Knitting my heel. Then an hour later, Meryl Shop, what are you doing? Knitting my heel.
So you finished your hat and your heels last night?
No, this hat I finished a couple days ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I need to
tuck those in. Watch
I will. I'll do it. I promise. I can do it right now.
Great job. No, you have to pay attention.
Okay. Sorry.
All right, my turn.
Okay.
You
Show it
guys-
up. I'm so excited. I haven't even seen these.
I knit a lot this month. I knit two hats, 2 shawls, a pair of socks, and a half.
And a half?
It's because I have almost one done of the other one. It's my whip.
I didn't see that.
This is my first.
Is that a present for me?
This was plain knitting. No. This is the one that I showed last time that I was prepping to be plain knitting. The one that, the one that will match my mom. So it's knit out of Highland Handmaids, the Darcy colorway in the red maple sock base. So my mom has one. I'll take this off. This might get awkward. My necklace is stuck. So it is the Sunlight Shawl for Sad People, which I love because I have knit this 3 times and I'm like the world's happiest person. I'm not sad ever. Well, so super simple, great pattern for beginners. So I made a mistake and it's right here. Do you see that?
Oh, yes.
Totally. But this is for me.
It's beautiful.
And normally, and I was proud of myself for being fine with it. I've never done that before.
I'm proud of you too. You let it go.
Who's gonna know?
Try it on.
I love it.
It's really nice.
It's silk and tencel 50-50. So it's just, the drape is really nice. And it's one that you don't have to block that often because it just holds its shape very well. And it's nice. It's not too warm.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, I really like the color. It goes, well, as my mom would say, it goes really good with jeans.
Everything goes with jeans.
So that is the Sunlight Shawl for Sad People by Sylvia Bobilvia. I knit it on 4.
Sylvia Bobilvia.
Yeah.
What, didn't we have her?
I talked about it last time because I'm like, no way. That's her real last name. She has a lot of great shawl patterns. She's really cool. She's super tattooed with like bright hair.
Fun.
4mm US 6 needles and great quick knit first shawl pattern. If you wanted to knit a shawl, it's a good project for that. So that's that. And then I purchased this yarn at Knit East for this pattern. It is Shell Ridge Farms worsted in the mint colorway. And it's 100% merino. It's not superwash. And it is so soft. When I was knitting it, I asked Sean to like, feel this. And he didn't think it was soft, but the squish factor is pretty good.
It's not silk, but it's not rustic wool either.
No. So, Open Sky Shawl by Andrea Mallory. Drea Knits is her, I think, Instagram name. This thing is ginormous. US 8 5mm needles. I feel like
I'm going to help you. Oh my heavens. Oh my.
I'll
go
back
up.
Here. It's huge. It's as tall as I am.
You should have just knit a sweater.
I know that, and I blocked it wrong. I didn't look at the schematic, so I would normally block it so it's kind of like a triangle, right?
Oh, but it's supposed to be
It's supposed to be straight across the top, so I really do need to reblock it. But look at the stitch pattern. It's really gorgeous, and it was such a potato chip knit. And just being in worsted.
You probably just, every time, you just wanted to get to the next section.
So
I like the little butterflies.
I did have a hard time figuring out how to wear it this week. Like you said with the, see, I can't even, you guys, with the color affection.
Affliction.
Yeah. It's just like, I wore it at work and I felt like.
No. So perfect for walking to work.
Yeah, it's warm.
Or walking the dogs. Which you don't do, but
no, don't judge me. They don't need walking. I love it, but
it's really nice.
I do want to reblock it because I feel like it might sit better on my neck. But it was a pleasure to knit. It was super quick. I think I knit it in like 6 days. Mind you, I was sick for a little bit, so
you were really.
Anyways,
Natasha was really sick.
Bouncy it is. I thought I was gonna die. I was on IV at the hospital. They were like, you can go home now. And I said, can I stay? Please.
Well, even we were talking on the phone and you were on speakerphone and TJ said, what is wrong with her? He wasn't as nice about it as that, but anyway.
It was pretty scary, but I'm okay. So
it wasn't anything serious. It just was a bug
really bad
and it got
bug.
to you.
So
yeah. No good.
And I have one more.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So Shawnee Sean's socks are all done. Again, Highland Handmaids. This will be the O Loops and Highland Handmaids episode. It is the striped maple sock base. So 100% superwash. Okay, I keep thinking people are coming here. Yeah, superwash merino in the What's This colorway.
What is this? Show me.
Sorry. There's one. You hold this one. And the other one is different color here. So much fun, you guys. I wanted to do orange and blue, but I needed the same base. So the heel is Belfast Mini Mills. Just they're super soft. I'm not sure. So it's just. So this is my standard toe up Judy's Magic cast on knitted tube. I actually did a 3x2 rib here. I had to decrease a bit because Sean's got chicken legs. He'd kill me.
Does he watch this? No.
No.
You won't encourage him to watch this episode.
So I had to make it a bit tighter at the top, which didn't really make a difference, but they fit him.
He does, yes. I noticed the first time I met him, he had little skinny
I could never get into
jeans
his
on.
Pants if I tried. So, and they're not matching, but it worked out because it's just kind of like opposite. I really like them.
They look enough alike. Lovely. So what happened where they look different? Like they're fine up to a point.
No,
they're not. Oh,
but
they look awesome.
But it's just kind of opposite, yeah.
Perfection is boring. Right?
Yeah. I was trying to think. I'm gonna talk about that after doing the afterthought heel.
Okay.
I love them, and he'll probably wear them like twice a year. I don't care. I might wear them
when you take them out for him and say, "Wear these."
Yeah, put these on your feet right now. I made these for you. So, and I think it's really fun. From the get-go, I said I'm going to do different colored heels. And Sean only wears cool socks. For Christmas, I buy him socks every year. And, like, they have to be crazy stripes. They have to have skulls on them or just ridiculous and random.
Wow.
So, and I knit these on 2.5 millimeters, so US 1.5. So they were a little bigger because his feet are skinny, but
I always forget to say what size. I mean, for my socks, I knit them on carbons. Where are they? Now I feel like I need to tell everyone because I don't want to have to answer questions later. They're on carbons too. And I was knitting a lot yesterday and they kind of hurt my fingers. I don't know. How big are these? They don't say anymore.
They look smaller than mine are US.
Oops, I'm dropping them.
So mine are US 1s, 2.25.
That's what it used to say. Oh no.
Oh my god. It's okay.
Why did it do that?
I don't know. These look smaller than mine.
They're probably
These
like
might be a 0.
Yeah, probably. I'm a loose knitter, so I have to go really small.
So do you keep the package they came in to know or no?
Yeah, they're somewhere.
Okay. Just like in general, though.
Yeah. I have a box.
All right, you guys. That's FOs. You're welcome.
Faux show. Get it? FO. Faux show. I tried.
Works in progress. I brought my Cozy Memories blanket. I wasn't going to, but last night I looked at my finger earlier when Meredith was showing her needles. And, I mean, there's a hole. Yesterday, finishing Sean's socks, I just kept poking it right in there. So I told myself I wasn't allowed to knit last night, but I couldn't. So I thought if I used size 2 needles for 3 millimeter.
Like self-punishment. You didn't do anything wrong.
You know. So I almost got one square done. You guys have seen this before. I'm not going to, like,
go through everyone.
Show it again. So I just did almost finished this green square.
Can I get mine out? I know I don't want to like infringe on your works in
No,
progress, but
get
I'd like
in
to
here.
compare the sizes because mine is in my Maple Mousse Fibers bag, and I feel like it's it's way smaller.
No. Oh, the square
But the
size?
squares are as well. Oh, I have one square in progress here.
So I'm still working
Same
through
as last
my
time.
minis from Katie. No, they're the same, Merida.
Okay,
Well, yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
mine has, like, it's weighed, you
Yeah.
know, it's stretched out a bit more and stuff.
Because I was watching another podcast, and I'll talk about who it was later, but
Some of them, they just
they're
cast on
way
40.
bigger.
Or they have 40 and 40 instead of 20 and 20.
And they use straight, like short, straight
Mhm.
needles. I think those are so cute.
Yeah, I know. I thought about.
I love this. I
know.
want to rip that out of your blanket and knit it into mine.
So hardcore.
Just rip it out.
Oh no, I just choked on air. So, and this is being housed in my Topsail canvas bag that Aunt Mary bought me. I am waiting for my Cozy Memories kit from Molly from a homespun house. Shauna from Adelaide Cottage, we both ordered the same at the same time. We all ordered them at the same time. And she just got hers, so I'm hoping it'll be in the mail this week.
Hers is going to the U.S. Yours is coming to Canada, so you need to give at least 6 months longer for it to arrive.
My other whip is in my Maple Mousse Fibers bag from Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
And she gave me my mousse, but I don't use my mousse for my zipper pull because I like to use it like on things because it's fun. So I just got this one at Michael's, but it matches like perfectly with my bag.
Ooh,
what's a girl to do?
What do you use your mousse for?
Like when I was knitting Sean's sock, it was on there.
Very masculine.
Yeah. So I am using the Cozy Knitter in the Bliss base. This is the signature colorway. It's superwash merino and nylon. And what?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
No, I was just looking at it thinking, oh, there's a glare, and then you moved it around, and then it went right in front of my face, and then I couldn't see it anymore.
Oh,
and then
well.
I smiled.
So I'm almost done. I just started the ribbing. I'm doing a twisted 2x2 rib. These are on my Carbons US 1 2.25 millimeters. And I'm just going to do an afterthought heel.
This is more aqua in real life than blue. On the screen, it looks more blue.
Yeah. It does.
To me.
It does look a lot more blue.
I may be wrong.
But it's more aqua. Yeah, eh? It's very not that color.
Yeah, eh?
So I have that one almost done, and I always do both of my toes. I get them started.
That's
because I have to do that at home. I mean, okay. No, I did these ones in public, but I have to sit down with a piece of paper to keep track. So I have the toes started on my Addy Turbos 2.25 millimeters. So I'm all set to just move them over and get knitting. So I will finish these probably today over lunch. And then start the next. Well, I only have like
you do
an inch and a half left.
I found the twisted rib slower.
Yeah, because you have to pay attention to the knitting through the back.
You have to do something different.
But I think it's worth it. I really like it.
I'm winding a mini over here, in case you're wondering. De-winding. Unwinding?
No, you're winding it.
I'm winding it into a ball from a hank. From a mini hank. They're really not... Okay. I'm going to shut up.
Don't get us started. So, those are my whips, y'all.
That's it?
This was going to be my only one. I brought my Cozy Memories just because I felt like... Well, no, because I knit a square last night.
Okay, so I have my Cozy Memories blanket, and I'm winding another purple. I really love the solid colors. Now, anytime I receive one that's not solid, I love it, and I usually make like a little bird of happiness or whatever. Just, share the love.
Well, that's not solid.
It's
from me. You had to put that in there.
This is mine.
No. It's Misty Alpaca.
I have Misty Alpaca too.
Seriously? I didn't give you this mini?
I think that's from my Daybreak shawl by Stephen West.
Get out of here.
And I gave you a skein of it.
That's what I knit Emma's socks out of.
Maybe we both did the same one.
That's
There it is.
wild. I thought, are you serious? That's crazy. I thought that I gave that to Tuna Mini. That's
I'll go
so
home and
cool.
look, but I knit my Daybreak shawl that I wore
Yeah,
a couple times
at
ago.
Heidi's. You bought it at London Wool. Well, gee willikers. That's cool. I probably didn't give it to you then.
Good
That's
grief.
probably the case. Look at that.
Wow, looks good. All right, so whatever. I mean, either way, it's wonderful. All right, so I have that, and my mitered square blanket. Okay, their work has been done on it. All right, I'm gonna grab it here. Oh, is this the ones that are together? No. So these are the pieces, like I've shown more than once. And I have been putting it together. Are you cold or tired?
I'm not. I'm just.
Can I bore you?
Excuse me. I know. I was gonna say. No, I think it's because I'm cold that I'm yawning.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So
yes.
Yeah.
Don't hide me.
Put it back behind, like up here.
Oh. Okay. Really?
No.
It's fine.
Anyway, here, put it over here. Yeah, put it down. That was a lot of work.
That's nice.
So this is this, and then there'll be like two, like one here and one here, and then there'll be like little gray pieces on either side.
So are those,
and then three.
Are the gray pieces done yet, or do you
pick
up stitches and knit?
Yeah,
oh,
pick up stitches and knit. So it'll be 3, 2, 3, and 2, and then get this. There's a 3-needle
bind off
all the way around.
Oh,
no, an I-cord bind off.
Nice. Mm-hmm. That's gonna look really good. That's a really good finishing. So. Is this mattress stitch? What is this?
I don't know.
Oh,
where?
No, like how did you seam them together?
Okay, yeah, I'm brilliant. I just pick up and knit. And then, so you pick up and knit. So, it's, for example, for the next 3 that I'm doing, you pick up and knit across one edge. And I was trying to do them all on the same edge, but it's more important for me for the colors to look good. Yeah. So, you pick up and knit on this one. I did it on a circular. Okay, so this one's here. And then you pick up and knit on this one. And then with right sides together, you 3-needle bind off across.
Great. That's
Is that what you just said?
No, I said mattress stitch.
Okay, and
but
then
that's awesome.
When you open it up,
nice. That's way easier than mattress stitch, and a really nice clean.
And like it's pretty good. I mean,
it looks good in the back too. No, it's a nice.
Okay,
it's a nice seam. I like it.
At this point, it's gonna be a nice lap blanket. I just want it done.
Just do it then.
And to do 2 together, I know it takes. It doesn't take an evening, but once I get into bed at night, I like to knit, and then it takes 1 period of time to seam 2 together.
It'll be done.
Do you want to wear this? Are you cold?
I don't
have
know
your own blanket.
What my problem is right now.
Okay. You need
a
drink or something. All right, so that's that. Oh, it's good. And then I have my stopover, which I haven't frogged yet.
Oh, I'm excited to see this.
Right, but I have to go back and add length because it was unanimous.
Yeah.
Except for Jennifer. It was unanimous to take it back and add length. Jennifer was the only one that said, well, you could cut it.
No.
Which she's right.
But
I'm not gonna.
No.
And then the last thing that I have that's a work in progress, I always have lots. It's in my General's handmade bag, which is just a knockout.
Mm-hmm. It is really nice. I'm a little bit done.
I love the leather that she does leather. Just wait till we get to acquisitions. Oh, good heavens. So there always needs to be a pair of socks on the needles. These will be the Fair Isle Flower Socks by Candace DeWitt. In Madeline Tosh, Silver Fox, and ink.
Really nice.
Mm-hmm. I kind of said that I wanted gold instead of silver to match my bag, but
it's okay.
You kiboshed that idea. Fine. And I am very proud of myself for going in order, knitting the socks in order in which I bought the yarn.
Good job.
because I bought the Nordic socks first and then these. Same day, but like I picked up those ones first. Anyway, those are all my works in progress. Now there's, oh well, okay. I'll show this to them. I knit this last Christmas with, I wanted going through stash yarn. Oh, I have lots of needles in here. What do I ever?
Oh, that's nice. Is it a 1x1 rib?
It's a
What is that?
brioche.
Oh, cool. I need
Well,
to learn that.
No, okay. It's a
Dude.
It's a Pearl Soho pattern. A fisherman rib.
Oh, okay.
So I need to do a, what would you call this? This was a
provisional cast on.
original cast on, so we need to put them together.
Oh, that'll take you a half hour.
Really? That long?
Oh. Well, but yeah, because you gotta
Okay,
undo
yeah.
it, and it's been sitting there for a while, so it might be.
I want it to look good, and you can see it kind of has like stripes.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah. It's a lot more like pink and orange on the camera, but it's not.
It's very red in
Yeah.
person.
That's pretty. I like it. The texture is really nice.
So the yarn is SMC. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
It's something I had bought at a local yarn store.
I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
Yarns on York.
Sorry.
And it was, on sale for $4 a ball, and I bought, I think this is 2 or 3 balls. Just something different and easy. So I need to just
get her done.
So does anybody have any tips? I should have maybe left more.
Yeah.
I could take a row back.
Yeah.
Anybody have any tips for doing these? What is
I've done it with
the words. I can't do it.
What is that cowl called?
I did it with
I forget I did it with a cowl.
I almost wore it today too, the Northern Loop cowl. And there was, I would call it seaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that one. And it was garter stitch and a pattern. So that one was hard, but this should be easy. I would just think.
I think, so if you go back one row, are there yarn overs? Because that would stress me out that you're doing it with yarn overs.
Yes, I should go back.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, go back and then see where she says there's yarn overs.
Yeah, that would be
here,
stressful.
Here. Take those out, and then should I just do like Kitchener? How do you do Kitchener on ribbing though? You can.
Yeah. No, but wouldn't it just be a 3-needle bind off or something?
Okay, we're gonna investigate, and we're gonna get back to you.
Like which way they did it.
It was a scarf in the pattern. It wasn't a cowl.
Oh, so you're just gonna do it? I was just
making it up.
Keep it at the back. Who cares?
We're gonna talk about this later then.
Okay.
I don't want to make a noise.
That's fine. There's lots of noise to come. Acquisitions is up next.
Oh, great.
What's this? Oh, this is where you're closing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, those are all my works in progress.
Awesome. Good job.
Thanks. All right. Should I talk with this thing in my mouth?
It's fine. It's winter time, and I'm coughing. You guys, we have a candy because we need it too.
Lubrication.
Yeah. That was a real cough. That was not fake. All right, give her.
There wasn't there like a SNL skit where someone had a candy in their mouth and they were like,
Probably stop.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to make any noise with this in my mouth. Acquisitions! Yay!
I'm excited to see what you have. Gosh.
So I was on a yarn spending freeze in January.
It's still January.
For one more day. Anyway, a lot of these things I had ordered in December and they came in January. So that's totally legit.
Mm-hmm. Well, she just has to say that first.
To make myself feel better.
Mm-hmm.
The first acquisition was a gift from Sarah and Lydia. It's their minis.
I love that single play.
Mm-hmm.
Gorge.
I like the Donegal tweed. Should I take them out?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Anyway, they're all lovely, and Lydia sent me a list of what each one was so I could have it for my list, which I do in Ravelry. For my mini skein project, I have a list of each person that sends me mini skeins and which ones they are.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
All right, you may not have your whips updated, but you get points.
I get my projects done. Today, Natasha gave me some soap and some tea, and this is lavender grapefruit from
the Corn Crib.
Right.
I don't know who makes it. I don't know if it's one of their employees. The Corn Crib in Moncton is a health store. Natural.
And they have one in St. John too, because I went there
Right.
at Christmas. And I love it, and it smells really good, so I might shave off a bit and put in a project bag. Okay, I want to show these. So there's a place here in Fredericton, in Canada, I guess, called, well, in high school we used to call it Value Village or VV Boutique, Value Village. It's a secondhand store. And I was there a couple weeks ago, and I had to rescue these. I had to.
Look at the little tassel. The wave.
Totally hand knit.
Yeah, no question.
This? The wave?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at my tags here. Was it this? I think, yeah. This is how much I paid for it. Now, granted, it's too small. It's child's hat. But it's real knitting. It even has a Vikio braid. Too. So get that one. This next one cost this much. And I would say this is Briggs & Little, probably Cottage Craft actually, because of the colors. It's a really cool rib.
It's really small.
Cable. Oh, yeah, it's totally small. Although.
No, actually, it doesn't look as small.
It's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
And the pom-poms are really well affixed.
Yep.
Now, it doesn't cover my ears. My ears would be cold. But it's
really... You wear it today.
Okay.
Because it's not that cold.
That's true.
Apparently.
Right. And then the last one was also this much as well. And this one is sweet.
Yeah, I think that looks like Cottage Craft as well.
Though. I think so.
The colors are a lot lighter than
Briggs.
Yeah.
And this one has, this one's really little, but I did try it on. Mm-hmm. Actually,
they all kind of are okay. Well, the first one, yeah, that one's cute.
I think it's so adorable.
The pom pom is really small, actually, and it's a little felted.
I think it just adds to the charm. Okay, some wonderful lady made these for her grandchildren, or
I would never give them. I don't understand that.
And I can see where she wove in the ends. Mm-hmm. They're treasures, and I couldn't leave them at Value Village for $1.99 hanging there. There's this disease that it's a psychological thing that some people have where they feel anguish or they feel emotions for inanimate objects. And I have that. Like, if I had left those there, I would have gone home and like felt badly. Just like if I had seen a dog being kicked, I would have felt badly. So I couldn't do it.
Interesting.
I know. All right. So I was like that stuff.
It's not all, folks.
I gotta fix my hair now. It's all right. I'll just go with it.
It's a big bobby pin.
No, I have thick hair. All right, should I show my viola? Back before Christmas, there was a Kickstarter for Viola yarn, and I contributed to that. And so I received my kit from her.
The graphic
and she hand draws. And look, a little red. Third cloth for thread. So it's her favorite sock pattern, which she's knit, or she's written.
Oh,
So it's
I
just
love
cute. And so in addition to the pattern, I obviously got some yarn for socks. And I bought the trio, that's the blotch colorway.
Ugh. That's really, really nice. Can I touch it?
Oh, please. You can take them apart if you want.
No. I like the speckles in there.
She has a, should I tell? She has a shop update on Tuesday. I already set my calendar alarm.
I don't know. This probably won't be up by then, so. You think?
Good, more for me. Ha ha ha. Just kidding.
Really nice.
I'm not going to buy any.
I really like
Maybe.
speckle.
These are my colors. I just love. They're so beautiful. I love. All right.
Sorry.
My friend Jennifer is a lovely lady, woman, girl, person, except for one evil trait. She has really cool stuff and I want it. And then she enables me to buy it. So there's this company called Danica, and they do project bags, makeup bags, whatnot. And they sell them at Sweet Fiber out west. So these are Canadian. I bought them. So there's some bags. Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm. How many did you buy, Meredith?
Just wait and see.
I love it. The toadstool. Stop.
That's a little pouch. And his little.
They're heavy. Canvas. Yeah, that reminds me of Molly, like the pine trees. I feel like that's her grandmother's house in the middle of the forest.
Like Whispering Pines.
The inside is like chevron. I like that.
Now, those ones all have canvas, or does this one have... Okay, those ones... Okay, so it's just this one. Hold on here. I gotta take the last one out of the bag.
Oh.
They had an update this week, and I resisted. These are pouches. I don't know what I was thinking. What am I going to do with pouches?
Socks.
Will socks fit in there?
Yeah, look at this.
I know, but that has a bottom. These don't have a bottom.
It's okay. You can ram it in there. They're really nice. Oh. What? That's beautiful. Stop it. Too much.
This one has embroidery on it.
Yeah, that's pretty.
There's nothing in this one, promise.
Zippers are great. Look at that.
The only thing I dislike about this one is the pull.
Oh.
It's a cheap
Pleather.
Yeah.
Or some type of material. This is the perfect shawl size or
And
a
then
fingering weight sweater.
I bought some little tiny stitch markers too.
Oh, hello. Cute.
They're like enamel almost.
I like those. I like the colors.
Yeah.
Too. Like retro.
Yeah, they're fun.
Oh, where's the camera? All right.
So that's all from there.
Where? How do these? No.
That's okay. I'll put those flat.
Yeah. Just trying to help.
All right. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome.
I have one more thing to show. And by one more thing, I need a box. Oh wait, I can put that up there.
Right.
Tennis Fiber has had her annual Boxing Day.
You just got the kit.
Okay.
The bag. And
That was for Christmas from my
Green
mom, which
tab.
I ordered in like October.
Oh, right. Okay.
So this was for,
No jealousy here. That's a really nice colorway.
It's a postcard. And I don't know what one it is. Okay, should I take it out of the bag so you can feel it?
Yeah.
I
Gorgeous.
saved this for you guys.
Colorway.
This one's called Misty, and it's in her purple base, which is merino cashmere. It's an MCN, I guess. I have 4 of those.
400 yards. That's good. 1600.
I could do a cardigan, or
you should do the Grace cardigan.
I have to tell you about that. I was gonna surprise you.
Excuse me. Did you hear that? My throat just made a really weird noise. What? Did you cast on? What's happening? All right.
You know, well, anyway, yes, I'm gonna knit a cardigan, or I have a couple. There was one pattern I looked at. It's by Laura Chow, Cosmic Pluto Knits, and I really loved it. So I might knit one of hers.
Oh my word. That is.
I don't know. I feel bad for buying so much, and honestly, this month I did list a bunch of my yarns for sale on Ravelry. I'm not knitting with some, so I wanted to pass them on, and I sold a bunch. Yeah, go ahead. This is also Purple Label. This is her like flamingo colorway.
That. Look at the colors. Oh my goodness.
And it just, yeah, when you see it in the skein, it looks like the swoosh of a flamenco dancer's.
Yeah. And like that teal.
I don't know what that's going to be. It's only 2 skeins. How many yards?
400.
That'd be enough for a shawl, wouldn't it? One would be enough for a shawl.
Yeah.
Shawlette.
Or you could do like I don't know.
Okay.
Something beautiful.
And then I bought the green label, which is her, I think it's an Aran weight.
Is it?
Yeah. It's her least expensive one. Superwash Merino. Yeah, green label Aran weight. And this color is Lotus.
That looks not as thick as an Aran weight.
You're right, though. It doesn't.
I thought I was going to say DK. Or like light worsted.
You're right.
It's funny, eh? Because it's never.
But here it does.
Yeah, when it's like
Looped.
breathing.
But I have some of her Aran weight in violet. I should compare. I tried.
Really beautiful.
There's a sweater by Tin Can Knits called Raindrops, I think, or Rain something. And I started knitting it, and it just was so big, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. It called for fingering weight. I was knitting it in Aran weight. Because I had the same colorway in both weights.
That's funny. So do you have a plan for this?
It's going to be a sweater.
Okay.
And I have 2, 4, 7 skeins of that.
You're good. Wow. Nice. See two?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way it. That's enough. I don't need to buy anything. And I have been really proud of myself. I've said no. I didn't buy more sweet fiber bags. And
buy a loop.
I didn't buy a loops. Sorry, guys. And I didn't buy sweet fiber also came out with a new yarn called Canadiana. Anyway, I didn't buy any of that.
Good job.
Well, and I was just going to say, like, where I work, it's contract based.
Oh, yeah.
So I was messaging Eric, Sticks Plus Twine, the other day, and we were talking about if I was going to go to the Fiber Frolic in Toronto. And I was talking about being fiscally responsible and whatnot. And just as we were messaging, and I was saying, I have to see if my contract's renewed and whatnot, we got a message from our contract manager saying it was extended. So I know I have a job until the end of July. So I'm sure it will be longer. But the reason, like, where our funds come from, it's taxpayers, obviously. I work for the government. So right now, the office in Moncton is processing all of the refugee paperwork. Yeah. So ours is obviously not as important, so it's being pushed back.
Gotcha. All right.
What'd you get?
I have some swap goodies, or I have a swap goodie from Dana. So Meredith showed hers last time. So I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna show them all. So I got some tea and some treats. I already ate one of the chocolates.
They were yummy.
And then some Plucky Knitter, Koigu, Malabrigo. I'm not going to show them all, you guys, but this is the Plucky.
Dreaming Color Smushy.
Query Fiber Arts. Anyways, thank you so much, Tina. Add those. Tell you about that later. February. I'm going to work on my sock blanket a lot in February. And then I was sent, thank you so much, Lydia and Sarah, the O Loop minis as well, the O minis. So these are the colorways that I got. They're gorgeous.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I like how they're color coded.
Yeah. Oh, can't wait.
This is pretty.
Mm-hmm. And a sweet little card in there as well.
Mm-hmm. Did yours have the honey bears on it?
Nope. It has the like crystal pop.
Oh, mine had honey bears. It said, "Oh, you're sweet" or
Okay.
something. It was adorable.
So that's from them. And then Eric sent me a treat in the mail.
What's with the hockey sticks?
I don't know. It's from the Muji store. But they're like knitting. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Though, like, hockey's very Canadian.
So he got me a niche bag, which
it's upside down. Truth be told, it's upside down. Downers Grove.
And that's what I bought myself one as well, Eric. So now I have two, but that's totally fine because I need all the project
yarn storage possible.
Super awesome scissors, which is funny because I bought a pair last week because I actually didn't when I first opened this. I only saw the scissors last night.
Are the scissors from the Muji store?
Yeah. So they're cool. And then a couple more things, just some treats from. Sorry.
That candy we were eating.
Yeah. And this soap, I wish you guys could smell this. It's from Sage.
It smells delicious. Store. I feel like I've smelled.
It's not. It's in. I know. I went there. I was there in Calgary, I think, too. So it's in Canada. Anyways,
is that the scent? Sage. Like, is that? Or is that
the name of the store? And then Meredith just gave me a little Valentine's treat today. Cute little pencil, some nail polish.
It's this color. I'm Not Really a Waitress by OPI. It's my favorite bag.
I got my Jimmy Beans January bag. Beanie bag.
Whoa. Oh, you got some chainette yarn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna show it. It's just these are great to have.
Now, do you do minis or what are you doing with them?
I haven't done anything with them yet.
Okay.
Anyways, it's great, but I'm like, do I really need to have this every month? Because I do see now that I'm gonna have like a million of these. I don't know.
You could knit like squares and then seam them together.
I'm not gonna do that. I hate seaming things. But no, the fingering weight ones will go in my blanket at some point. But anyways, they're fun to have.
Cool. I love it. I think that's a really neat concept, and it's just good.
And then one of my friends, who's in Fredericton actually, she's a Jamberry rep, so she sent me some Jamberry. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna wear them for the next one. I was gonna do it last night, but I had so many things to do last night. Anyways, they're really pretty ones.
Those are so pretty.
Kind of like, well, it would be crochet, but you could knit that doily.
It looks like lace.
Yeah. So, thanks, Leanne. Anyway.
Wow.
And then,
yay!
Sorry, I should have opened this.
I think people like the crinkling. I
like it.
I don't like it, but that's okay. I don't have to like everything. I don't always
games. So Sarah so kindly sent us her newest pattern that was released, her 74 shawl. So I want to knit that, and I wanted to knit it in their yarn. So I bought 3 skeins of their DK. Superwash Merino. There's 250 yards per skein, and this is the faded blue jean colorway. What a perfect name come on.
That reminds me of the yarn I got at
Heidi's. So O Loops, they're on Etsy. You can check them out, and it's just.
So then your mom will say, "Oh, that would go with blue jeans."
Really, Mom?
Well, yeah,
Barb.
It would, Barb.
And then, Skino Yarn so graciously sent me their Arabella shawl kit. So, this bag alone, it's gorgeous. The presentation is A1. It comes in a box, so you just open it up, and this is just sitting there. Lovely.
I love their label, their logo.
Yeah, it's really nice. And this, you guys, stop it. Right now. The presentation of this, the color,
Is that?
it's single ply fingering. I do believe it is merino. Yeah, 100% extra fine merino. It is superwash. So each skein is 100 yards.
1,200 yards.
This is the dogwood colorway. So they were going to send me the watermelon colorway or the dogwood colorway, and I said, surprise me, and I'm really glad. I mean, the watermelon is beautiful as well, but this is so gorgeous. This gradient. Oh, this squish factor.
My mouth is still hanging
I
open.
know.
I just love.
Like, look at that.
How did this? I need to learn to do this.
I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to take it off.
Take a video of how you do it.
So I am really excited to knit this shawl. We're going to talk about it later, but February is going to be a lot of fingering weight yarn knitting. So I'm going to cast this on tomorrow morning when I get up. So I'm knitting the Arabella shawl. There it is right there. So they have this kit on their website. It comes in, there are so many options. It's almost stressful to decide which one because they're all so beautiful, right? So thank you so much to the folks at Skino. I've been talking with Elvira.
Wow, that's really generous.
I'm really excited to knit it up. It's going to be, I know it's gonna happen really fast, but it's one of those ones I'll want to like prolong because it's just, it's gonna be really fun. And I just can't. When I got it in the mail, you know how everyone says they open the bag and they're like, and I was sitting and I was just leaving home for lunch and the mailman or whichever, I don't know who delivered it, but I looked back at the house and there was something sticking out of the mailbox. I was like, it's here.
You ran
So
back?
I brought it. Yeah, so I grabbed it and
goodness.
I brought it to my
Awesome.
office and I opened it. I closed my door because I didn't want anyone to come in with like yarn on my desk, and I opened it on my desk, and then
I need to learn how to do that. What?
It's gorgeous.
How do they even?
And you guys, it is so soft.
And each one of those is a skein of yarn.
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody how much the kit actually costs if they were to purchase it?
I believe it's $69 on the website. But
That's
I mean, you're getting
really
the pattern,
good
and
price.
that's a ton of yarn.
Is it 12 skeins?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing price, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to knit along with me, I mean, I'm going to cast on tomorrow, but order it. And I'm telling you, the colors are, you will have a heart. You're going to have to ask your husband, which one do you think? You're going to narrow it down to like 4 and then 2 and then,
have to do a poll with all your friends. A poll?
So,
a poll?
Yeah.
Yeah, a poll.
Yeah. So thank you, Skino. I can't wait to cast on it. I will show you guys my progress as I go. I mean, I Instagram things like crazy, so you'll see it on there as well.
Wow.
I'm really excited about that. So those are my acquisitions. And I'm waiting on my Cozy Memories kit from Homespun House. Oh, I'm so excited.
You need it. Wow.
Ready? What's grabbing our attention? What's grabbing my attention first? Like I said, I have to start from episode 1 and catch up. So I have been working through the Knitting Expat podcast with Mina. Mostly because Eric hung out with her so much at Vogue Knitting Live. And I had heard about her podcast a ton of times, but like I said,
and she talked about us.
I'm not there yet.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's been on my list to watch, but I was like, okay, she seems really cool. Like, I need to watch. So, I'm on episode 10, I think. So, that's what I've been working through. And they're like hour long. Most of her episodes are more than an hour.
Like ours.
Yeah. Which I love. I like long episodes.
Yeah.
But I think, I have like, she's on episode 46 or something. So, anyways, loving it.
Could be like a full-time job. Sorry to interrupt. That could be a full-time job watching podcasts.
I wish it was my full-time job. I'm really good at it. So that's what I've been watching. And also I've been watching Holland Handmaids with Erin. Where is she? I forget.
She's in the United States.
Yeah. Anyway, so those are my 2 that I've been watching. I usually do I don't know, it's weird. One in the morning and then another one for the evening. That's how I roll. Cool. Organized my day by that.
Yeah.
I think we're going to talk about this now as well. We're doing a Valentine's swap, a bunch of podcasters back and forth, because we do swaps with viewers and, our friends. But Spicy Homemaker, what's her first name? I forget. Melissa, is that right? She organized this, and it's really cool. So it's all the podcasters together. We're all swapping, so we all have a partner, and we're sending out Valentine's gifts to each other, which is really fun. So I actually am swapping. Erin from Holland Handmaids is my partner. So I've got to get hers in the mail.
By the
Tuesday
8th.
is my deadline. Yeah. Tuesday is my deadline.
Okay.
The 8th is the deadline, but I'm hoping to get it done and off for Tuesday. So that's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah. And then I like my drives to Fredericton when I come up here, because that's when I tend to listen to the Woolful podcast, because it's a listening podcast, and I tend to watch video podcasts more. So I listen, and I caught up this morning to the most recent ones, but episode 42 with Tiff Fussell, I don't know. Anyways, I just liked a couple things that she said, and I had to jot them down on my phone as I was listening, but she was talking about how...
You stopped, right?
Where?
When you were driving up
Oh,
here.
no, this was last week.
Okay.
I was catching up. I'm on episode, I'm on 46 now.
Okay.
So, I think this was on...
I thought you were driving
the plane.
and writing the notes.
No.
Sorry, I shook the table again.
So she was saying how it used to be that people crafted because things needed mending or just out of necessity, but now it's a therapeutic thing, and we're mindful in the process of it. It's not just for the finished object, which is so true. I mean, we've talked about that before, but the way she described it was just, yes. When you hear those things and you're just, yes.
They resonate. They resonate
Yes.
with you.
She also said that she likes to start her day off with a quote to, kind of start the day off on the right foot. So 2 of them that she said, like wildflowers, we must learn to grow in places other people never thought we would. And I love that. And then also, it will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. That is a good one.
I had a coworker who she saw a life coach, and one of the things she did was record on her phone an affirmation, a daily affirmation.
Oh, wow.
And it was quite long. It was about 20 minutes.
But that's good, because if you listen back to it, it's your own voice telling you
She listened to it every morning when she got ready for work for a month. She was going through some difficult times in her marriage and her life and her career, and she just listened to it. And I mean, yeah. And definitely having those things, when I was studying for my latest professional exam, I just was really worried. There was a lot of studying. I studied for months, and I wrote down on the front of my book, I am a smart and competent woman, and I will pass this exam. Yep. And I just kept telling myself that. And I did.
Those. Good job.
Yeah. So that's really great. So what is Tiff Fussell? What's her area of craft?
Dottie Angel.
Oh, yeah. She works at Tolt.
Yes.
She does.
So she is
cool.
in the book they just came out with. She's in there. Because Ashley is as well. So I have such a hard time, because when I listen to the episodes, I listen to 3 hours, 3 of them together. So then I get the people jumbled up, and I wrote her name down, but then I was like, oh, I don't remember.
I follow her on Instagram, and she does some really creative embroidery, and she even has sewing patterns.
And her office looks amazing, her knitting room or whatever. Okay, so I also, on Andre Sue's, on Andy's last episode, I don't know, there's been a lot of stash flashing happening, and I have a really small stash. When I go to Knit East, that's typically when I buy the biggest chunk of yarn, and I mean, it's only happened twice, but I knit through it, and I mean, I can maybe take a picture and we can insert it at the end, but I have one shelf in my knitting cabinet that's this big, and that is where my stash is. And even just that stresses me out, because I feel like I need to knit it, and I think I'm getting a cold. Do you hear my voice? Maybe I'm just freezing.
It's cold in here.
So I'm okay with that.
I think that's good.
I'm stashless, let's say, and I'm okay with that. I want to buy all the yarn. Like, I want to buy the red for the hat, but I don't need it. And I can get it whenever I want to get it, when I'm ready to knit the project. And so sometimes I get stressed out when I see other people's stashes because I'm just like, oh, it's too much, it's too much. So I just want to know if there's anyone else out there that's like me, because there's so many like you. Everyone has all these crazy stashes, but I don't, and I'm okay with it. And I just want to know if I'm the only one.
But then I feel like I really like how you do it. You buy yarn because you love it, and you knit it while you still remember why you bought it. And I kind of feel guilty. And
that's why I didn't like I said to Meredith last week when we were talking about this episode, I said, like, I want to talk about this, but I don't want to offend anyone, because it's fine if you have a giant stash. I'm not judging you, but that stresses me out. So I can't do that.
And they may not understand how you can have such a small stash. Like, what if you need to cast something on? And you're not saying you only buy one thing.
No. I have a sweater's worth, and I have 8 socks worth.
But then, I mean, I guess I don't feel guilty that I bought the items, because I am going to knit them. And if I don't knit them and they sit too long, I do sell them and pass them on. But I feel, I just kind of feel bad. And that's okay to have different opinions about this kind of thing. And I just feel like sometimes when we're all like sharing what we have and showing what we have and what we get in parcels and what we send in parcels, like, it's never our intention to be boastful or show-offy at all. No. I guess I don't need to elaborate on that.
And that's why, like, I don't want to offend anyone, because I'm not saying that when you're when you have that, because you just love it and you want all the yarn, and that's so cool. And maybe, no, I don't know. I said to Sean the other day, like, maybe if we were like millionaires, I would have, but I don't think I would.
You just buy more expensive yarn?
Yeah, I would buy 3 skeins of $1,000 a skein yarn. I just don't. I can't. My brain cannot handle it. So
that's fine.
Please tell me if you are like me. Is there like 2 of you in the group? Are there 2 of you in the group? Probably it's just me. Anyways, those are my feelings on that.
I think that they're totally valid. And Felicia, I think it was Felicia or Felicity of the Craft Sessions blog. I had talked about her on a blog post once, and she has a stashless series going on right now. So maybe you should find some kinfolk by reading that and taking stock of what you have and working through it. I think it's her main purpose.
And that feels really good to me.
Mm-hmm. I should do it.
Nice.
So I believe that I may be the last knitter on earth to listen to Danny of Little Bobbins.
Yeah, you
Knits podcast.
I'm also the last one to get on board with Knitting Expat, so we're...
Yeah. Or Mandarines. You still have to listen to her.
I'm next.
Okay.
I gotta watch them all.
She doesn't have that many. She only has like 13 or 15. Anyhow, so I started listening to Danny of Little Bobbins, and I really like her. I really like her projects. And I feel like I understand how she loves to start things, and I'm the same way. I also really loved how she had that like journal for her projects, and how she had like, she could insert little pages for like tags and whatever. So I'm going to look into that more. I'm only on episode 7 or 8, and hers are really potato chippy because they're shorter, so you can just go right through them. Yeah. Or they're shorter now. They might get longer.
I think it's just depends.
Yeah, it's under an hour, I think.
There's some long ones, though.
So yeah, I started watching her. So Danny, hi.
Did you meet her mom yet?
No.
Okay. She comes on in episode.
She knits for her mom so much.
Her mom is lucky.
Okay.
See, I feel like it's like the end of the movie.
It's like spoilers.
Like something that she knits for her mom.
Okay, don't tell me. No. All right, so Danny, and then Shauna of Adelaide's Cottage.
Yeah.
I just want to say, though, for all you Americans out there, when you... Okay, if I were to say Seattle. And you were describing where Seattle was. What would you say?
Please don't ask me because I don't do geography. And one time I was playing Pictionary and I didn't even know where Spain was, so I just
Okay.
embarrassed myself.
So I would say Seattle.
No. Is there a big bridge? That's San Francisco.
No. Okay. No.
See, I can't.
Okay. No.
Please don't judge me.
No, but if you were to say Boston, would you say, "Oh, we're going to Boston, United States"?
No.
What would you say?
Boston, Massachusetts, or just Boston.
Right. And so I think it's so funny when people say, "Oh, we went to Toronto, Canada," or "We went to Vancouver, Canada," or "Winnipeg, Canada." Well, there's like a whole province missing in there. Like I feel.
Yeah, there's 50 states, and we know what state it's in.
Right.
Huh.
It's just a pet peeve of mine. Like,
why are you saying that?
Well, because Sean, I love you, Shauna. Adelaide's Cottage. She said they had a cottage it was in Ontario. It was in, like Northern Ontario somewhere, I think, or like one of the lakes, like Lake Erie or something. Okay. Anyway, whatever. I'm not trying to be critical. It's a pet peeve of mine when people say, "Oh yeah, we're going to Halifax, Canada." No, you're not. You're going to Halifax, Nova Scotia.
You are hilarious.
Okay, but who would say we're going to New York, USA?
Yeah.
We're going to, or like.
I think it's because Canada's so, well, it's not smaller, but.
It's bigger than the United States. We're going to Baffin Island, Canada. Although that does make sense because I don't know what territory that's part of. Sorry.
So random.
Anyway, so listening to these podcasts I love. Tangent. Yeah, so Adelaide's Cottage and Little Bobbins, I'm loving you both very, very much for many of the same reasons and many different reasons too. For my podcast swap partner, I have Leslie from The Naughty Knitter, and she's pretty funny. I feel like she's the quiet one of the duo, so I'm having to do some digging to get to know her a little bit, to know what to send. And the last thing that's grabbing my attention I can't tell you about because I'm doing a secret testnet for someone. And secret. Not even this one knows what it is.
Whatever.
But I had to buy the yarn, and I bought it from a place in Montreal, Quebec, called Espace Tricot. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Espace Tricot. So I don't know what espace means.
I think it's just knitting space.
Okay, knitting. That makes sense.
I think.
Yeah. Cool. So that's what's grabbing my attention. Now we're gonna get to Woolies. Should I stop it?
Okay, you guys.
We have so much.
It stresses me out because I feel like some of you might be stressed out. But this month is February. Tomorrow will be February. And we are going to host a knit-along with Molly from A Homespun House. So this is a fingering weight February. I am going to knit only fingering weight yarn in February.
She's not going to knit that February hat.
I'm not going to do it. I was going to get the yarn and have a Valentine's Day hat, but I'm like, no, because that's not fingering weight. That's bulky.
You could probably knit it tonight if you wanted and have it done by February 1st.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Now, no.
She's thinking about it.
I could do it. Not happening.
Okay.
Nope. So
we don't have any more information about it right now.
Because we just want to make sure Molly talks about it first as well. So, I mean, but just if it's a work in progress, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Just has to be fingering weight.
Fingering weight February.
We will have prizes. We will let you know on the next podcast. And we haven't really talked about this, but I'm hoping that maybe we can have more than just 2 episodes this month. Because this one should be out pretty quickly, and then
I think we might try to record at our retreat at the end of the month.
Which will be at the end of the month, so maybe if we can get that out before March.
And then maybe even one in the middle.
Yeah.
Or even just like mini updates.
Yeah. I think we can do one in the middle, and then the one at the end of the month. So, and because I just feel like if we're doing the knit along that we should talk.
We need to talk about it. So check out A Homespun House group. If you're not a member there already, go there, become a member, and Molly will be getting all that stuff up
I
for
think
February.
she'll probably have an episode pretty soon as well.
At least by Wednesday, I
Yeah.
think is when she does it. So we're co-hosting. As soon as we have more info, we will get it to you via the Ravelry group.
Yeah, we'll have a thread in there.
Instagram.
And Molly too. So check her out.
Yeah.
As well.
And then the second knit along that we are planning right now is for the Heidi's by Hand chevron cowl. And that is not going to be in February, but we're just giving you a heads up. If you do want to possibly join, you can go to her web shop, go to her page on Ravelry, and maybe buy the pattern, get prepped for it. We're going to start that in March,
Yeah,
right?
we just wanted to give you guys, because we didn't talk about it in the last episode. So there is a thread in the group that says Heidi's by Hand is now online, because she just opened her shop. So we wanted to make sure you guys would have time to purchase and receive the kits. So
if you want to,
you still have the month to do that. I know some of you have already purchased, which is awesome. I need to go get mine, but she's like, I can scoot out there anytime I want when she's open. So yeah, that will be in March.
So we're giving you a heads up.
Yeah.
We like to be early and make sure your life is balanced. Mm-hmm. All right. I think that, speaking of Heidi, it's time to draw for the winners of the Heidi's pattern. I have the random number generator up. Do you want to bring up the forum?
I thought you did a spreadsheet.
Well, I did a spreadsheet, but I didn't bring it with me. Okay. I closed the thread this morning. So one of the posts was mine, because I told people when I was going to be closing it. So we're going to draw 5, and I'm going to write down the names of the winners as we go in pink, because that's super important. Okay, so between what numbers do I put in?
Oh.
What's the last?
I'll just take you out, between 2 and 63.
So one of those is mine, but it's fine. Okay, so the first one is 5. And who is post? Oh, yeah, 5.
Mm-hmm. The winner is Doxy.
Oh, wow. Cool. All right, so that's number 1.
Do you want me to say their real names?
No.
That's okay. Number 2.
Okay, number 2 is 17.
Okay. Get out of here.
Oh, I can't look? Why not?
Nope. Creativity is her name on Rav. Huh. It's a cool Rav name. It got really dark back there.
63.
Okay.
Oh, that's the last one.
Oh,
we know who that is. No.
Yes, it is.
But that was their second comment, because they posted earlier.
Did she?
Mm-hmm. Give it to her.
Yeah. Totally. Erin, you win. Yeah, no, for sure.
What's her
Dufferin, 24. Sorry. That's exciting.
Now, if any of these people already have the pattern, let us know. Yeah. Or you can gift it.
This is the pick. They get to pick.
Oh, right. You get to pick.
Yeah, any pattern. It's just because she mentioned the chevron.
34.
That is Hinkle's girl. And she wants to knit Summer Fling. Congratulations, Hinkle's girl. Last one.
38. I should show this to you every time, maybe. But you trust me.
Karina 4777. And she chose the Abbey. Congratulations, guys. So
I'll send this list to no, we will PM.
Yeah, and then you guys can tell us which one. Or no, we know which one. We should have discussed
No, but they might change their mind.
Yeah. So I will PM you, and then I will get Heidi to send you to see which one you want.
Actually, why don't they PM us, telling us which one they've decided on?
Okay.
Whatever. There'll be PMs involved,
yeah,
because they might not watch this until later.
Okay. So congratulations to all 5 of you. We are super organized today. We're hungry and we're cold, all right? What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Now.
I'm still a really happy person when I'm hungry and cold.
Next time we record, we're going to draw for the Corbett Brook mitten giveaway.
So that's still open and you can still... I need to knit those. I think I'm going to knit those in March. I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm not going to be scared of color work.
No, you can definitely do it.
I'm so scared.
Now, the last thing we want to say in Woolies is we want to share some of our favorite projects that you guys have shared with everyone this week. And you want to go first? Do you have yours?
I'm not ready.
All right. So
okay. I'm more ready than you are.
That's okay. I know who I'm.
Oh, I do too. Are you going to pull up a picture?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So Cheryl Dawn, 25, has shared in the last period of time, she shared 3 projects, maybe more, but definitely 3 projects. And they're all black and white shawls, and they're all freaking amazing. So she's done a foolproof.
All in January. Like these are all knit in January. Or maybe finished in January.
So here's her foolproof. Okay. Cheryl Dawn, 25, has also done a waterscape, which I think is adorable. Maybe this is gray, but anyhow. I love this one. And the last one I don't know how to pronounce. Do you know how to say it? That one. Isn't that like yours?
That's Drachenfels.
Drachenfels.
You can't find mine.
Okay.
Am I in the right place?
Wow. I don't even know. Like, I'm assuming they weren't all started in January. I mean, I could probably just look and see when they were started. But that's so awesome. Like, wow. That's like dedication to knitting. Okay, so oh my word, girl. You started the waterscape on January 13th and you finished on January 19th. You have more drive than Natasha, I think.
Hey. I can't find what I chose.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
And then the 4th and the 12th, they're huge. Like, it took me a year to knit my color affliction.
Oh, that would explain it. I'm not even in our group, so.
So, yeah, Cheryl Dawn, 25. For all of you other ones, check her out. Check out her awesome works in progress. And thanks for sharing your projects. That's awesome.
That was ridiculous.
Who wrote? Who did yours?
I chose Starling Birds, Miss Bennett wrap. It's beautiful, and I think like I really want to knit with speckled yarn, so I think that's why I love this so much. It's so hard. Look at the chandelier, pretty, eh? It's just gorgeous.
I like the pins.
And so her name is Steph from Boston.
From Boston, USA.
Yeah. She used the yarn is Skein Top Draw Sock. So
Lovely.
I mean, come on. And it's just a really gorgeous shawl. So thank you so much for sharing, Steph. So it's the Miss Bennett wrap by Paulina Popiolek. Oh, and Wollenbein.
Right, because it's two-toned.
Yep.
Very
gorgeous
nice.
colors.
Yeah, I feel like, especially this last week, after discovering the inbox in Instagram, I feel like just so surrounded by kindred spirits.
Yep.
And I feel like that has motivated me to want to do more for you guys. And so we are going to go to lunch after this, and we're going to actually be like talking shop about stuff we want to get done for the future of this group.
Plans. It's really hard for us because, like we said before, we only see each other once a month. We talk almost every day, but we need to sit down for like a couple hours and just do Wool Gathering Collective stuff.
We need
just
to have
the podcast.
a business meeting.
Yeah. so we're going to do that over lunch.
Maybe
go.
March we'll have a day.
Yeah, or weekend.
Yeah. Anyway.
We're going to Isaac's Way for lunch, which is where we
Again.
always go. And we each have a $10 coupon because they're amazing. And they send you a coupon for your birthday. It doesn't expire.
And a free dessert if you eat there.
Didn't see that.
Yeah. You got an email. That was the email.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't
have
know.
Cookies at
I
home.
kind of think I forgot my coupon.
It's ridiculous. No. I pulled over on the side of the road today when I was 5 minutes from home to make sure I had it because I was so excited. Because I don't live here, so I mean,
really
you can use it whenever.
Guys, we're just going to do our little closing spiel here, but if you want to stick around after the credits, we're going to do a dramatic reading.
We're going to try. No, it's amazing. So again, we are the Wool Gathering Collective. You can find us on Ravelry if you search Wool Gathering Podcast. Wool Gathering Collective is our website. I'm Natasha. This is Meredith.
Happy knitting!
In a knitting club, I found a cure for selfishness and cynicism by Kim Harris.
I fancy myself a hard-boiled urbanite, a woman who can navigate the Toronto subway system without a map, drive a car barely touching the brakes, and get through life on my own steam.
I'm a skeptic with pushy tendencies and an aversion to authority. I always have to be told to sit back down until the plane comes to a complete stop, and I never do. What, is the plane going to take off again? In other words, I'm hardly the knitting kind.
I started knitting for practical reasons. I wanted to quit smoking. I had learned to knit as a child from my Aunt Kitty, and picking it up again was like getting back on a bike. Knitting is a lot like yoga, even though it's results orientated. It's a practice. The more you do it, the better you get. But even with years of experience, you can still make an epic mistake and not notice it for rows, which leaves you facing a gut-wrenching decision. Should I rip out what I just spent an hour knitting, or let the mistake slide and move on?
What you decide will show who you are.
As for the smoking, I quit 100 times, maybe 1,000. But every time I fell off the wagon, I kept knitting. I haven't had a cigarette in years, but I'm still a full-blown knitting addict.
Most knitters know what a basic Google search will tell you, that it was men who formed the first knitting trade guild in the Middle Ages in Paris. That knitting in Canada was considered a sacred duty during 2 world wars, and that if you're in a really dark place in your life, you can knit your way out of it, though it may take you months and several kilometers of yarn.
So what brought me to a meeting of the downtown Toronto Knitting Collective? Pure selfishness.
I was teaching myself how to knit socks from books and online tutorials, but there are times when you just have to be shown in person how to execute a Kitchener stitch. Where better to find a bit of free instruction than at a knitter's guild?
I felt a jolt entering the meeting at the Knitting Collective and seeing a huge crowd of people. You may think you know the kind of person who knits her own socks or sweaters, but trust me, you don't. Gender, race, religion, and country of origin mean nothing in the knitting world.
I'd got to the meeting late, so I quickly grabbed a seat beside a guy who later told me he was an actor who knitted to pass audition waiting time. Show and tell was already in progress. A woman with a microphone called out a knitting category, cardigans, or lace. Yes, people still knit lace. And knitters held up their projects for the room to view. I have to say, there are ordinary Canadians out there knitting things that boggle the mind. It felt as if a bunch of amateur nuclear physicists had convened to share with each other their latest attempts at a unified field theory on a single blackboard in a community center basement.
When it came time to the baby clothes category, a tall, serious-looking woman stood up and held up a little white sweater the size of a Christmas tree ornament.
I thought, yeah, there might be knitting geniuses here, but there are also people with way too much time on their hands.
The woman explained that the garment was for a premature baby.
Preemie babies can't be that small, I said to myself. The sweater looked as if it was knitted with dental floss on toothpicks. The woman went on to say that it was for a premature baby who wasn't going home.
Quick intake of air. Slight catch in the throat. You could hear the knitting needles stop dead in their tracks. This sweater was made for a baby who would die. Did I hear that right? Yes, that is what she said.
I suddenly felt ashamed. My face went hot and probably red. I stared at the tiny sweater made by this woman's hands.
We make sweaters for moms and dads, so they have something nice to put on their baby, she continued. Store-bought baby clothes don't come small enough. They can leave their sweater on the baby or take the sweater home. It's up to them.
I don't remember the rest of what she said. It's hard to look into the face of love and not be shaken, no matter how tough you are. A few years have passed, and I'm still moved by that teeny white sweater, that anonymous knitting done by a sensible woman to warm a baby too small to survive.
For her, there would be none of the usual satisfaction a knitter feels, seeing a sweater worn, outgrown, and passed on to the next lucky child. Why did she bother with one that would only be worn once? I think she did it for the same reason knitters have always made things for homeless people, poor people, babies, elders, soldiers, women with breast cancer, friends, family, refugees. I added that. Could this be true? That every little thing actually does matter. Every stitch, every kiss, every kindness. They all count and they all add up. Maybe love is just a seemingly endless series of very small gestures, repeated until you die.
Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Keep doing it. It adds up to a life.